Hello everyone and welcome to episode 1 of Let's Play Portal 2. This is the single player campaign. If you follow my channel, you already know that I did the multiplayer co-op campaign a while ago. But as with all of my Let's Plays nowadays, my friend Dalton is joining me. Say hello to everybody.
Hey, what's up?
And I wanted to say a few things before we get started. First off, I haven't posted anything up on the page in about 3 weeks, and I wanted to talk briefly about that. It was not my intention to let my YouTube channel go dormant for about 3 weeks, and I'm sorry about that. I have spent most of my free time over the past 3 weeks working on a video review of Fallout 3. It is now done. I got done way fucking early. Okay, here's the thing. This Fallout 3 video is massive and incredibly in-depth and comprehensive. It is an hour and 42 minutes long. This thing took me a long goddamn time to research and write and edit and everything else. So it's the single biggest video I've ever done on my YouTube channel. I had no idea going into it how long it would take, so I gave myself a lot of time up front to make sure I got it all done. And I did, and now I have 2 months of free time to get everything else done. So I'm going to start my Let's Play Portal 2 now, and Dalton's going to be commentating along with me. And keep in mind that he's watching via Twitch, so he's a few seconds behind me, no doubt.
Yeah, it's okay.
I am going to take a little bit of time off from doing major projects for the channel. Like, Let's Plays are easy, but a review takes a lot more time and dedication. From major projects for the channel to play a game for myself, that'll be Uncharted 2, the PlayStation 4 remastered version. And I'm going to beat that. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to post a poll on my Facebook page, and there will be a link in the description below for my Facebook page and any other social media sites that you want to follow me on. That Facebook, and you guys can vote on whatever project I do between now and October 28th when the Fallout 3 review goes up. And I have a few things in mind. Let's go. Courtesy call. Very first chapter. Play. First and foremost, I'm thinking about doing a review of... I want to do a review of a bunch of the Call of Duty games. Which is kind of weird because I've made fun of Call of Duty a lot in the past. But there are some good early ones, and I want to talk on some of the more obscure ones like Big Red 1, Finest Hour, and...
Good morning. You have been in suspension for 8 days. In compliance with state and federal regulations, all testing candidates...
Yeah, a lot of the early titles in the series are actually pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of them are.
You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look up at the ceiling. Good. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer,
have you beaten this game?
down at the floor.
Yeah, it's been a while though. I've beaten it like back in like 2011, 2012.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've beaten it too. I beat it 3 or 4 times back in the day though.
Please go stand in front of it.
Yeah, I've been meaning to start playing the PS3 version sometime since I got that.
That was the version I got, but it came with the PC version.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember when that happened. When they gave it all the PS3 owners a free copy.
Yeah, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
They did it as an apology for the shitty PS3 version of
Good. Now,
the orange box.
the orange box. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good morning. You have been in suspension for
9.
Start off in a noticeably a lot better room than the first game, but it's not what it seems.
Yeah, it gets a lot. Like, look at the indent that we made in the fucking bed from laying in it forever. Look at that.
Because it's fairly urgent.
Hey, Wheatley, it's been a while.
Hello, friend.
Looks like a comfy bed, though. Gotta give it that.
Could be Spanish. Could be Spanish. Hola, amigo. Abre la puerta.
This is one of the things I love about this game, just listening to the characters talk.
Fine. No.
Especially
absolutely
Wheatley.
fine. It's not like I don't have, 10,000 other test subjects begging.
Always
for
loved
help
his
to say,
character and I was playing it
this place is about
first
to
time.
explode.
Yeah, Wheatley's great.
All right, look. Okay, I'll be honest. You're the last test subject left, and if you don't help me, we're both gonna die. All right. I didn't want to say it. There you go. You've dragged it out of me. All right, dead. Dos muerte. Hello.
I'm surprised that TV still works.
Open the door.
Yeah, I know, right?
Go on. Ah! Ah! Oh God. You look.
Hey, Wheatley.
Good. Looking good, actually. Are you okay? Are you? Don't answer that. I'm absolutely sure you're fine. There's plenty of time for you to recover. Just take it slow.
But other things, the first Medal of Honor
Stay calm, prepare.
and the first Halo were the three that I'm considering. So I will post up a poll on my Facebook page, so be sure to look out for that.
Hell yeah.
And when that gets done, when that's
Down there.
when I'm done with Uncharted 2, which I'm going to do Uncharted 2 and 3, and then I'm going to play through 4 for the first time, I will post that poll up, and it'll be a much easier, much quicker video to do than Fallout 3
in
was.
suspension. Now you've been under for quite a lot longer, and it's not out of the question that you might have a very minor case of serious brain damage. But don't be alarmed, all right? Although if you do feel alarmed, try to hold on to that feeling, because that is the proper reaction to being told that you've got brain damage. Do you understand what I'm saying at all? Does any of this make any sense? Just tell me. Just say yes. Okay, what you're doing there is jumping. You just jumped. But never mind. Say apple. Apple.
Yeah, he's always a charming fellow. That's for sure.
Okay, you know what? That's close enough. Just hold tight.
All reactor core safeguards are now non-functional. Please prepare for reactor core meltdown.
Okay, look, I wasn't going to mention this to you, but I'm in pretty hot water here. How you doing down there? You still holding on? The reserve power ran out, so of course the whole relaxation...
Yeah, this whole opening sequence is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hold on, this is a bit tricky.
Although by the time that this came out, the Source engine was seriously showing its age.
Yeah, it wasn't as fresh as it used to be.
This is it definitely wasn't top of the line when this was new.
Yeah.
Wide, close. Can you see?
You get up close and it really shows its age. Like from a distance, it looks fine.
Just gotta get through here.
Yeah, it's not like when Valve was showing off Source in 2003 at E3 or whatever.
Yeah, but this was like 8 years later or something. So.
Yeah.
Alright, so no, I hit that one.
Apparently they're still developing Source 2, so I don't know how that's going to be.
And no one's going to ask, don't worry.
They're not developing games. And Valve doesn't develop games anymore. You can't tell, people can't tell you that your games are disappointing if you never develop games.
Almost there.
True. That's their business model.
It's one of the old testing tracks. There's a piece of equipment.
They just make money basically. That's all they do.
Yeah.
I think this is a
They just sit there and let Steam print money.
They found out what sells, and apparently, freaking like hats for TF2 and skins for CS:GO drive them.
They tried to do something. I don't think it worked, but they tried to do something similar with the co-op mode in Portal 2.
Oh yeah.
Remember, you're looking for a gun that makes holes, not bullet holes. But don't worry, you'll figure it out. Seriously, do hold on this time. There we go. Now, I'll be honest, you are probably in no fit state to run this.
Yeah, Steam accidentally, basically they made their Twitch competitor website active on accident.
Aperture Science Enrichment Center.
Steam TV. So I guess they're gonna have a Twitch competitor the next coming months or so, I guess.
However, thanks to emergency testing protocols, testing can continue. These pre-recorded messages will provide instructional and motivational
This
support,
room looks
so that
awfully
science can still be
familiar.
done, even in the event of
Okay,
environmental,
the whole game looks
yeah.
awfully familiar because
economic,
I've
or
beaten it
structural
before, but
collapse.
my point was this is the
formal
room
vote
from the
and
first
emergency
game.
testing will begin in 3, 2, 1.
Deja vu.
Yep. But I love all like the vegetation and shit though. That's cool. And like you hear like nature noises and stuff.
Cube
Yeah.
based testing remains an important tool for science, even in a dire emergency. If cube and button-based testing caused this emergency, don't worry. The odds of this happening twice are very slim.
Yeah, the writing in this game
Please
is
note
so
the
great.
incandescent particle field across the exit. This
Yeah, apparently one of the co-writers actually returned to Valve recently. So I wonder what he's coming back to work on.
Yeah, he's got to be coming back to work on something, cause but Valve, I mean, when was the last time Valve did a like serious like single player anything?
I think this game, honestly,
It's been a while. Yeah, it's been like 6 years or something.
because they did CS:GO and Dota 2, of course,
Relax.
after this, but they're both multiplayer games.
Didn't they do some kind of card game?
Oh yeah, that's coming out. I think it's Yeah, it's coming out later this year, or either
Called
that
like
or
Artifact
next
or
year.
something.
Yeah, but nobody's really too excited about it for obvious reasons.
Yeah. Everybody's like, "Hey Valve, can you give us that Half-Life sequel yet?" And they're like, "How about a card game?" And we're like, "No. I said Half-Life." God damn it.
I'm pretty sure they're just I'm pretty sure they're just being trolls at this point.
Yep. Something.
Because the only problem is if they are making something, it's like the hype for a new game from them is so big that no matter what they make, it's going to be the hype's going to diminish whatever it is they're going to make.
Because
Yeah.
of the
I
technical
bet.
difficulties we are currently experiencing.
One of
your
two
test
things would
environment
happen
is
if
unsupervised. Before
Portal,
re-entering
if
your
Half-Life
exit
2
involved
did,
at the
if Half-Life 2
conclusion of
Episode
testing,
3 did get
please
released
take a
at this
moment to
point.
write down the results of your test. An Aperture Science reintegration associate will revive you for an interview when society has been rebuilt.
One of two things would happen if they made it now. One, people would just be happy that we finally fucking got it. Or two, it wouldn't live up to expectations, and people would be pissed off at what we got.
Yeah, I think it's going to be another Duke Nukem
The Earth is
Forever
currently governed by a manner of Animal King, sending
once
a cloud
their game
or
does
other
come
governing
out.
body that
Or like a
either
lesser
listens to
version of
or
that,
is
I
incapable
think.
of listening to reason.
But like something like that.
Yeah, well...
I mean either... Oh, what's that?
That game is such, that game is such a wild mix of ideas.
There should be a portal device on that podium over there. I can't see it though.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it fell
It was
off.
like...
Do you want to go and have a
It
quick
was
look?
like, okay, this idea is currently popular in the FPS
It's all
genre.
right,
Let's
we'll
put
just
it in the
have a look
game.
back.
Okay, that idea is
That's
it
right, over by the-
currently popular. Let's put it in the game. So it's just like a mismatch of ideas that were popular over its extremely long development cycle.
If that's important, should have asked that first.
So it
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to work on the assumption that you're still alive, and I'm just going to wait for you up ahead. I'll wait 1 hour, then I'll come back, and assuming I can locate your dead body, I'll bury you. Alright? Go team!
Some nice drawings.
Yep.
One of the cool things about all these Valve games, like including like Left 4 Dead and Portal 1 and Portal 2, is that you can like just look at the walls and all the graffiti and just like follow a storyline that's just like purely just drawn by people in the universe
Yep.
and shit.
This game's so fucking good, though. I love good environmental storytelling.
Oh hell yeah!
That's one of the things that I love about Fallout 3 is it does that so goddamn well. Like Tim Kaine complimented it on that.
Some
when
emergency
he
testing
played
may
it.
require prolonged interaction with lethal military androids. Rest assured.
Oh, hell yeah.
lethal military
You know who
androids
Tim
have been
Kaine
taught
is?
to read and provided with one copy
I don't think
from the
so.
Dalton robots.
He is the
Share.
guy that started working on the engine. He started working on an engine all by himself, and it was the engine that powered Fallout 1.
Oh okay, yeah. I think I've heard of him in an interview before somewhere. If that's the case. I'm not good with names.
So he's very important to the development of Fallout 1.
Good. If you feel that a lethal military android has not respected your rights as
Because I remember seeing like how they had to make the engine from scratch and whatnot.
A future Aperture Science
Yeah,
and
for a long
Science
time,
will initiate the
Fallout
appropriate grievance filing
1,
paperwork.
Fallout 1, the Interplay wasn't even expecting it to be a success at all. And it turned out to be a fairly big one, selling, at the time, like 500,000 copies. I think it sold a bunch more since Fallout 3 came out, but it sold pretty well for a tiny team working on a tiny game that nobody was expecting anything from.
Yeah, it's like a similar story with Silent Hill as well, kinda.
Yeah, Team Silent, like, people weren't expecting anything big of Team Silent, and then Silent Hill came out, and you're like, people were like, wow, this is so fucking good. And it was. Like, the sound design in the first Silent Hill is still really
This
goddamn
next
great.
test is very dangerous.
Oh yeah.
To help you remain
And they utilized the poor draw distance to their advantage in such a great way for that.
Three.
Yeah, with the fog.
Oh hell yeah.
Smooth jazz.
Aesthetic.
And there it goes. Oh, the dialogue in this game is so good.
A lot of quotable lines as well, from what I remember. I remember something about lemons.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
remember exactly what it was though. It's been so long.
Yeah, there was a joke about, yeah, that's, when you get to the older parts of the facility and you start getting Cave Johnson. My only problem with Cave Johnson in this game is he didn't stop and yell about Spider-Man at any point. Because, you know, it's the same guy. J.K.
Oh
Simmons.
yeah, that's right. I see what you mean.
Great work. Because
I would have
this
loved
message
him
is
just like
pre-recorded,
slip
any
that
observations
joke in
related to
there,
your
just
performance are speculation
have
on
him
our part.
randomly
Please
yell
disregard
about
any undeserved
Spider-Man
compliments.
or a Spider-Man comic or something.
Yeah.
Carolyn, where's my Spider-Man comic? Just something. That would have been great.
I miss potential.
Yeah. He probably was the best part of those first three Spider-Man movies.
Oh hell yeah.
Not like Spider-Man 1 is pretty good. Like all the parts that aren't involving Spider-Man are pretty cheesy, but Spider-Man 2 is still a legit good film. I still like it.
Yeah, I always liked the Raimi Spider-Man films when I was a kid.
And number 2 or number 3 could have been a lot better. There's some really good sequences in it, like the scene where the guy becomes Sandman is still really cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen 2 or 3 since I've seen them in the theater when they came out.
If the enrichment
It's been
center is
so
currently
long.
being
Well, Doc
bombarded by
Ock, too,
fireballs,
is still
meteorites,
really,
or
really
other
cool.
objects from space, Please avoid unsheltered testing areas wherever a lack of shelter from space debris does not appear to be a deliberate part of the test.
More than likely, I'll get 2 Doom Dog reviews out before
That'd be
oh, I lost my train of thought. More than likely, I'll get 2 Doom Dog reviews before the Fallout 3 review goes up. This game and whatever game I decide to work on after that.
Yes, yeah, because we still got some time until then.
Yeah, 2 months.
Yeah.
I'm 2 months early.
Yeah, it's better than waiting until the last second and having to work extra hard.
Oh. I was trying to figure out where the cube dropped. I knew it dropped one, I just didn't see it. Oh, so this is how I do it, okay. There we go. Okay. Easy enough.
Oh yeah.
But I am so excited about this Fallout 3 review though. Like, part of me is scared though, because I've never done anything like this before, so I always have like this dread of how are people going to react to it.
No, yeah, I see what you mean. I'm
And
sure. Okay.
for some people, Fallout 3, for whatever reason, is like a polarizing subject for some people. Like, I do not understand why there are people that don't love it. There are people that flat out hate it and swear up and down it's a terrible game. And that kind of seems to have taken place since 2015's release of Fallout 4.
Through portals. If the laws of physics no longer apply,
Yeah, I've seen a lot more people defending New Vegas these recent years.
No problem with New Vegas. It's a great
yeah.
game. But don't sit here and tell me 3's bad. Like, if you want to... If you want to tell me that...
if you are
I just assumed like everybody, the people. I always assume the people who do shit on it are just fans of the original series and just don't like how the series went, and they always take out their aggression on that game. But I guess other people just have other
like
problems.
if you want to take out your aggression on 4, fine. I get it. I understand you not liking 4. I get it. I have a lot of problems with 4 myself. 4 is a vastly inferior game to 3, if you ask me.
Especially in terms of RPG department or just RPG mechanics in general.
3 is an RPG. 4 is not an RPG.
It's a first-person shooter adventure game with RPG elements, basically.
Yep, basically.
At least in Fallout 3, you can actually make a character and actually roleplay.
Yeah.
as a character you want to
Yeah,
play as.
there's definite opportunities to role play in 3, and like if you want to kill everything in the wasteland, it's not easy to do. Like you have to know how to do it, but it is possible to kill damn near everything that moves in the Fallout 3 wasteland. If you want to be the wasteland's own personal Jesus, you can do that.
Or you can just go in the Megaton as soon as you get out of the vault and just kill everybody immediately and just screw the quests. If you want to.
Yeah, you screw up several quests if you blow up Megaton.
I don't think I've ever blew up Megaton in a single playthrough I've ever done.
Yeah, and people say that there are like... this is something I discussed it, but people say there are like no morally great choices in Fallout 3, but and the example that everybody gives when they point this out is blowing up
The
Megaton.
future should not start with you. Please return to your primitive tribe and send back someone better qualified for testing.
And that's a bad example, man. Like, okay, that's not a morally great choice. Blowing up a town or not blowing up a town. One is obviously evil, but then the other isn't.
Yeah.
But it's not like you're presented with like 4 different options for what to do with Oasis, for example. You can kill Harold like he wants you to. You can use the thing that the mother, what's her name? What the fuck is her name?
Yeah, I can't remember.
The mother
I know
birth
what you
or
mean,
whatever
yeah.
gives you to help Harold grow faster on it. Or you could use the thing to slow down his growth so he remains within the grove. Or you can set Harold on fire. One of those is obviously evil. You could probably make moral justifications for any of the other 3. So, apart from setting Harold on fire, that choice is morally gray. You know?
Yeah, because some choices may be good depending on how you look at things, and some other people might look at it and think it's a bad thing to, just want to kill him, put him out of his misery. Some people might think that's good, and some people might think it's bad. It's like not clear cut or black and white or anything.
To ensure that sufficient power remains for core testing protocols, all safety devices have been disabled.
That was one quest
The
I always
Engagement
liked because of
Center
that as
has special right to
well.
have questions
Yeah,
or
I like
concerns
that
about
quest.
this
I
policy.
really like another one with a morally gray choice is the one where you go back into Vault 101 and you decide what its future will be.
Aye, I'm up here. Oh, brilliant!
Yeah, and you can even
You
change
find the
that
portal
quest by
code.
how you
Oh,
exit the vault
do you know
as
what? It
well,
just
which is
goes to
kind of
show
cool.
Yeah.
People with brain
Kill the
damage
overseer or
are the
not.
real heroes in the end, aren't they? At the end of the day, brave. Pop a portal on that wall behind me there, and I'll meet you on the other side of the room. Just pop a portal right behind me
I
there.
think even Little Lamplight has a lot of different ways of going about it in the main quest.
Yeah, Little Lamplight. There are 2 ways
little
to.
portal,
There
just
are
there. All right, behind
multiple
me.
ways of
Come on
getting into Little Lamplight.
Okay, listen, let me lay something on you here. It's pretty heavy.
Yeah, you can save
They told me
Squirrel and
never,
use it,
ever
Sally,
to
or
disengage
I think her
myself
name's
from my
Sally.
management rail.
But you can
or I
save
would
them from
die.
Paradise Falls,
But
or you can.
we're out of options here.
Yeah, there's a few
So,
kids you can save
get
from
ready to
Paradise
catch me,
Falls.
All right, on the off
You
chance
can use
that
it. You
I'm
can
not dead
pass a
the
speeds
moment
check to get
I
in.
pop off this thing. On 3.
If you
Ready?
have
Or
the
if you have
Child
Child
at
at
Heart,
Heart, you can get in that way too.
Yeah.
2, 3. That's high. It's too high, isn't it? Really? That.
But people
All right,
complain
going
that
on
you
3 just
can't
gives you
kill
too much time to
children.
think
Like,
about it. Let's
oh, I'm
go
sorry,
on
the
this time.
ESRB
Okay,
exists,
ready?
and they'll give you
Look,
an
catch me,
extra.
catch me, catch me, catch me. Ow.
Yeah, I guess people miss that from the original Fallout games.
I'm not dead. I'm not dead. Plug me into that stick on the wall over there, yeah, and I'll show you something. You'll be impressed by this.
Back when you could stick grenades in kids' pockets and blow them up.
Yeah.
I can't do it if you're watching. Seriously, I'm not joking. Could you just turn around for a second? All right, you can turn around now. Bam! Secret panel. That I open while your back was turned. Pick me up, and off we go. Look at this! No rail to tell us where to go. Oh, this is brilliant.